Sigma males couldn't care less about being nice, and here's why it actually makes them stand out from the crowd. Society often expects men to be perpetually nice and accommodating, putting others' needs above their own. This expectation can be draining and inauthentic. Sigma males challenge this norm by refusing to conform to these societal pressures. For Sigma males, authenticity and self-respect take precedence over pleasing others. They believe in being true to themselves rather than adhering to superficial niceties. This mindset not only sets them apart, but also fosters deeper, more genuine relationships. The liberation that comes with not caring about being nice is profound. Sigma males empower themselves to live on their own terms, making decisions that align with their true selves, without the burden of societal expectations. It's about challenging our own perceptions of masculinity and societal norms. And let me tell you, it's a fascinating journey. So buckle up, folks, because things are about to get interesting. First things first, who exactly are Sigma males? Are they aliens? Superheroes? Nope, they're right among us. Let's dive into this intriguing concept. Sigma males, in essence, are introverted alphas. They march to the beat of their own drum, uninterested in the social hierarchy that so many others obsess over. Now don't get it twisted, they're not antisocial or misanthropic. They just value their own company and independence above all else. Imagine them as the lone wolves of society, not leading the pack, not following it, just doing their own thing. Unconventional, absolutely. But that's what makes them so enigmatic. They're not bound by societal norms or expectations. They don't seek validation from others. They're self-sufficient. They're comfortable in their own skin and don't feel the need to constantly prove their worth. Now, you might be wondering, are Sigma males born or made? Well, it's a bit of both. Some people naturally lean towards this disposition, while others might gravitate towards it due to life experiences. It's like they've been handed the social rulebook, and instead of memorizing it, they've tossed it in a bonfire and roasted marshmallows. And it's not all brooding and introspection. Sigma males have a sense of humor too. They might not be the life of the party, cracking jokes left and right, but they have a sharp, witty humor that's as refreshing as a cold drink on a hot day. They can turn a mundane situation into an amusing anecdote, all with a straight face. They're also quite adaptable. They can blend into a crowd when they want to and stand out when they need to. They're like chameleons, changing their colors based on their surroundings. They're not trying to be mysterious, it's just their nature. So, in a nutshell, Sigma males are like the ninjas of the social world, mysterious, efficient, and always surprising. They may not seek the spotlight, but they certainly command attention in their own quiet, compelling way. Now let's get to the meat of the matter. Why have Sigma males stopped caring about being nice, or were they ever nice to begin with? Let's first understand this nice guy persona, shall we? Picture this, a guy who's always there for everyone, always agreeable, always putting others before himself. He's the one who's always ready to buy the next round of drinks, listens to everyone's problems, and never says a bad word about anyone. Sounds pretty perfect, right? Wrong. That's the nice guy persona for you, a classic case of a doormat. Now let's switch gears and imagine a Sigma male. Unlike the nice guy, he isn't out there trying to please everyone. He's not seeking validation or approval from others. He's comfortable in his own skin, confident, self-reliant, and doesn't feel the need to conform to societal norms. He's the epitome of the phrase, marching to the beat of his own drum. Looking at these two descriptions, it's pretty clear why the Sigma male is often seen as not being nice. They don't fit into the conventional nice guy mold, and that can make some people uncomfortable. But here's the twist. Not being the nice guy doesn't automatically make them the bad guy. Let's debunk this stereotype with a little humor, shall we? Imagine a Sigma male walking into a bar. He doesn't buy everyone drinks, he doesn't agree with everything you say, and he certainly doesn't let you walk all over him. So does that make him a villain? Not at all. It just means he's not a pushover. He's just a guy who values his own time, space, and opinions. The Sigma male isn't the nice guy who's always ready to please. He's the real guy who's true to himself. He's not out there trying to impress or win approval. He's just living his life on his own terms. So, Sigma males aren't the typical nice guys, but that doesn't mean they're the bad guys either. Let's debunk some myths, shall we? Time to expose some common misunderstandings about Sigma males. First off, the idea that Sigma males are aloof or antisocial. Picture this: a guy sitting alone at a party, not because he's a wallflower, but because he's perfectly content observing from the sidelines. Some might label him as antisocial or aloof, but in reality, he's just a Sigma male, comfortable in his own company. It's not about shunning social interaction, but rather about enjoying solitude and not needing constant social validation. Then there's the stereotype that Sigma males are cold or emotionless. In reality, they are deeply emotional and empathetic. They just don't wear their hearts on their sleeves. They believe in meaningful connections and deep conversations rather than superficial small talk. So, if you find a Sigma male seemingly detached, remember, it's not because they're cold. They're just waiting for a conversation that sparks their interest. Next, we have the misconception that Sigma males are lazy or lack ambition. Quite the contrary. Sigma males are often very driven and goal-oriented. They just don't feel the need to broadcast their ambitions or achievements to the world. They are content with their own progress and don't seek validation from others. They work in silence, letting their success make the noise. Finally, there's the myth that Sigma males don't like people. This couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma males value their relationships and tend to form deep, meaningful connections with the people they care about. They might not be the life of the party, but they are loyal friends and partners who value genuine connections over popularity. So the next time you hear a wild theory about Sigma males, remember, not everything you hear is true. It's important to understand that being a Sigma male isn't about being aloof, cold, lazy, or antisocial. It's about being comfortable in one's own skin, valuing deep connections, and not needing social validation to feel accomplished. All right, let's crack the code. Why don't Sigma males care about being nice? You might be thinking, they must be cold-hearted villains. But hold your horses. It's not that Sigma males are immune to the human condition of feeling emotions, or that they're hatching an evil plot to take over the world. Sigma males are simply indifferent to the idea of pleasing others, and there are a few good reasons for this. Firstly, they are fiercely independent. They don't need a cheering squad to validate their every move, and they certainly don't need someone else's approval to feel good about themselves. It's like they're on a solo road trip, and they don't mind if they're the only ones singing along to the radio. Secondly, Sigma males have a crystal clear understanding of their self-worth. They don't need to be nice to fit into societal norms or to be accepted. Their self-esteem isn't tied to the number of likes they get on social media or the number of friends they have. They're content being their own biggest fan. Thirdly, they're realists. They don't believe in sugarcoating or pretending. If they don't like something, they won't pretend to like it just to keep the peace. They'll tell you straight up, "Hey, this isn't my cup of tea." They're like that friend who tells you that you have spinach in your teeth. It might sting a little, but you appreciate their honesty in the end. Lastly, Sigma males don't play games. They're not about manipulation or deceit. They're upfront and honest. They're not going to put on a nice guy facade just to get what they want. They believe in earning things the right way, even if it means taking the road less traveled. Now you might be thinking, but being nice is a good thing. And yes, you're right. But there's a difference between being genuinely kind and being nice just for the sake of appearances. Sigma males choose authenticity over pretense every single time. So let's put the pitchforks away. Sigma males aren't the villains of the story. They're just different. They're the lone wolves, the silent observers, the ones who choose to dance to their own tune, even if no one else hears the music. And in a world that's constantly telling us to be someone we're not, there's something incredibly refreshing about that, don't you think? So, Sigma males aren't heartless. They're just marching to the beat of their own drum. What makes Sigma males so intriguing? Let's talk about their strengths. Picture this: a lone wolf striding through the wilderness, unbound by the expectations of the pack. That's your Sigma male, folks. They're the embodiment of independence, navigating through life on their own terms. They don't need validation from external sources. Why? Because their self-worth comes from within. And let me tell you, that's a strength that's rarer than spotting a unicorn on a Tuesday. Speaking of unicorns, let's talk about another magical quality of Sigma males: their self-reliance. They're like the Swiss Army knives of the human world. Need to fix a flat tire in the middle of the desert? Sigma males got it. Need to cook a 5-star meal with just a can of beans and a potato? Sigma males got it. They're not just survivors. They're the Bear Grylls of everyday life. And let's not forget about their adaptability. Sigma males can blend into any situation like chameleons in a rainbow. They're comfortable in their own skin, whether they're at a black tie event or a backyard barbecue. They don't need to dominate the room to feel confident. Their power comes from their ability to observe, adapt, and thrive. But perhaps the greatest strength of a Sigma male is their emotional intelligence. They're not just brains and brawn, folks. They've got hearts too. They understand their own emotions and those of others. They're not afraid to show vulnerability, and they respect the feelings of those around them. Now, that's a real superhero power. So, what's the secret sauce that makes Sigma males so strong? It's their ability to live life on their own terms, to be self-reliant, adaptable, and emotionally intelligent. They're not just lone wolves, they're leaders in their own unique way. So, Sigma males aren't just mysterious, they're pretty darn cool too. So, what have we learned today about our enigmatic Sigma males? Well, we've certainly unraveled some of the mystery surrounding this intriguing personality type, haven't we? Let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed, just to solidify our understanding. Don't worry, I won't quiz you afterwards, or will I? Firstly, we delved into understanding who Sigma males are. These lone wolves who prefer their own company to the hustle and bustle of social gatherings are often misunderstood as aloof or disinterested. But as we've discovered, there's much more to them than meets the eye. We then explored the nice guy persona in relation to Sigma males. Remember the old saying, nice guys finish last? Well, Sigma males have taken that to heart. They've stopped caring about being nice in the traditional sense. Instead, they choose to be authentic, genuine, and unapologetically themselves. We also debunked some common misconceptions about Sigma males. No, they're not all brooding, Batman-like figures who lurk in the shadows, nor are they emotionless robots. They're simply individuals who value their independence and solitude, and who march to the beat of their own drum. Then we delve deeper into why Sigma males don't care about being nice. It's not because they're mean or unkind, but rather because they prioritize authenticity over superficial pleasantries. They don't feel the need to put on a show for others, and that's something we can all learn from. Finally, we discussed the strength of Sigma males. Their independence, self-reliance, and authenticity are not weaknesses, but powerful strengths that set them apart in a world that often values conformity over individuality. So, as we wrap up our exploration of Sigma males, let's remember not to judge a book by its cover. These mysterious individuals may not fit the nice guy stereotype, but that doesn't mean they're any less valuable or deserving of respect. Remember, Sigma males aren't trying to be mean, they're just being themselves. So the next time you meet a Sigma male, don't expect a nice guy, expect an authentic one. What do you think about Sigma males and their approach to life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personality types.